good afternoon, everyone. You know what, guys? I think this YouTube live feature has, I don't know what's, okay, let me not blame my camera quality on YouTube Live's feature, but I feel like, hey man, whenever I go live and I rewatch the lives, I'm just like, my skin looks so pigmented than it actually is. Who's trying to call me? Sorry about that, guys. Please indicate to me if you can hear me. I was getting a call and I'm not so sure if it interrupted the actual live. Hey Jojo, how are you doing? Please indicate to me if you guys can hear me. I got a call. Okay, thank you so much, Simone. Jojo says I'm driving home, will join when I get home. Thank you so much. Let me just quickly start a poll. Poll? The word is so, guys, my one ear is kind of like blocked and it's just so weird, like hearing my voice like different than what I'm used to it. So let me just start with the poll, guys. While I'm writing that, please don't forget to actually like the live stream. Am I obligated to pay for everyone's meal? Am I obligated to pay for everyone's meal at my birthday dinner? Dinner. Okay, yes. No. Depends. Ach, man. Depends. Okay. Okay, hi everyone. Hi. Let me see. Hi Tumi. Hey Dre. Simone greeting everyone there. Joseph Malulege. Hi, Pastor Doc. Thank you so much for being here. Muhle, yo, for a second there, I thought you relaxed your hair. I am not going back to relaxed hair. No way. Tumi says, I'm at the BG background. Lucy Siamtanda says, hey, Lucy. Hey, Sia, how are you? You've been MIA, or should I say you've been MIA or I've been MIA? Because, yeah. Please don't forget to like the live stream, you guys. What was I saying? Okay, never mind what I was saying. So, guys, yesterday I was on Instagram and I was going through Zizi Muloko. I believe that's her surname. Zizi Muloko stories, and she was talking about something that I'm just like, why does this conversation keep coming up? I don't get why it's a big deal, but at the same time, I get why it's a big deal. And it's around, if let's just say well, my birthday's coming up in a few days, but I'm not going to do what I'm about to explain. Let's just say I have a birthday. I plan a birthday dinner, and I decide to invite a bunch of my friends to that birthday dinner. Me, as the host, am I obligated to pay for everyone's meal, considering the fact that I am the one who actually like called you guys to celebrate my birthday? And that's like the conversation that I want us to have. I really am curious to really find out like what you guys think. And please support your answer for 10 marks, because support your answer for 10 marks of why do you think as why you think the birthday girl in this case should not be responsible for people's meals. Because there's a bunch of people that feel like, well, you can't call us out. And you know what's the thing, guys? There's some people They've got a particular standard, you guys. They don't just go to just any restaurants. They've got a particular standard, a particular way they want things to be done. So this friend invites you to an expensive restaurant to say, come and invite or come and celebrate my birthday with me. And then when you're looking at the menu, the prices that are there are just maybe beyond your budget. So, yeah, it's such a tricky one, you guys, of is the host, considering that the host, it is her birthday, it is her special day, is she obligated to pay for everyone's meals? Or does it go unsaid that if you are being invited to anything, you should mentally prepare yourself to at least pay the bill? I'm going to share my experience because I kind of had an experience with a girl who used to be my friend. And I'll speak a little bit on this because it also comes back to the gift thing, guys, of like, some people, even on their birthdays, they have a gift registry where they'll tell you, this is what I want for my gift. These are the type of things I want for my gift. And I get it. Like, I get the whole concept of having a gift registry, of avoiding repetition or avoiding having like the exact same gift. But sometimes I'm just like, guys, Pella, our budgets and your budgets are not the same. So let me catch up on the comments. Then I will share my experience with you guys. Let's see. Simone says, maybe baby, cute top. Thank you so much, Simone. Lungi saying, Joe, this conversation, laughing. The fact that you're laughing, Lungi, means that you have been in this type of predicament before. And I'm curious to find out what was it like. Didi says, hey, everyone. Hey, Didi, thank you for being here. Yadhav says, happy birthday. I'm from India. It's not my birthday, but it's my birthday month. But thank you. But I just don't celebrate. Like, birthdays are not a big thing for me. So yeah, on my birthdays, a lot of people don't even know it's my birthdays because I don't celebrate birthdays like that. Linda says, welele. Why are you saying welele, Linda? Like, what is the story behind the welele? I want to know. Yadhav says, many happy returns of the day. Thank you in advance, Yadhav. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Lungi says, you must pay. Maybe your friends can pay for extras like drinks. But the thing is, like, what about people who, like, I don't know, extras for drink? Like, as a person who doesn't drink, the trick comes with inviting people who actually do drink, because people drink alcohol and drink, like, there's different types of alcohol, and I'm guessing their prices are different. So yeah, I don't know. But I also feel like, at least if I were to host a birthday dinner, I would at least be willing, if financially I can, ideally I would like to cover everyone's meal. But if there's too many people, I would at least be willing to pay people's drinks. I think that's fair enough. Lungi says, we will bring gifts too. So maybe Lungi's trying to say the fact that we'll bring gifts too, maybe makes it justifiable of why the birthday girl should be willing to pay like some sort of cost. Lungi says, I personally, if I can, I believe Lungi was saying can them. Tumi says, you invited us to dinner, so you pay. How, Tumi? You know what's the thing, Tumi, that I don't get, ne? Is that as girl, like, all of a sudden when we're talking about the fact that it's my birthday, then this whole conversation comes in of who gets to pay. But generally, if we are going out as ladies and as girls, it's an unsaid thing that everyone's going to be willing to be paying for their meals. So why all of a sudden, when it comes to birthday dinner, like, all of a sudden, like, it's a woo-ha of who needs to pay and all of that and all of that. For me, I know sometimes people like, but you are giving, like, it's you the one who gets to decide the theme and all of that. But if that's truly your friend, in my head, I'm thinking, I mean, it's your girl's birthday. Just let her have her day. I know maybe aesthetic wise, it might be something that is something that you wouldn't do, but it's her day. And why wouldn't you, as the friends, be willing to celebrate her? Another thing that I think is important to consider is how much you trust your friends. Because personally, I want to believe if your friend really knows your budget and knows your pocket and things for you as the girlfriends, they are not going to be doing something that's way beyond you guys' budget. Or they're not going to invite you to a place where they know very well the menu is gonna shock you guys. Because consideration like is a big thing. So for me, if I know vele vele as a friend you aren't considerate, I am not coming to that dinner party. I am sorry. Because I'm not gonna sit there and be praying like a bill that I know very well I don't have the money for and be awkward. So if I know you that type of person that you like surprising people and all of those type of things, I'm not sure. Sorry. Muhle to pay. It's like you're hosting a party at home. You cater for food and we bring our drinks. Okay, Muhle. I respect that. I feel like though when it's at home, it's a different type of thing. I feel like at home, it's like hosting at home is a different type of thing. But going out to dinner, you guys, I mean, there's a different menu there. Like people have different preferences. So yeah, but I get where you're coming from, Muhle. Muhle is basically like, why are you even having a dinner with this if you can't afford? Like, yeah, yeah, like just leave the whole dinner alone if you can't afford. Those are the vibes that Muhle is giving me. Tumi says, I will bring gifts and okay, I guess Tumi wanted to continue and say something there. Lungi says, if I call you, I'll pay and will give you maybe 3 options for meals and 2 soft drinks. You're willing to pay for the people to the dinner, you're willing to pay for people's meals and 2 soft drinks. Ole says, hey ladies, hey Ole. Simone says, because we don't do that here. Explain do you do? Because you know what's the thing, you guys? Sometimes I get like ideally, like for instance, myself, ideally, I would love to have to pay for everyone's meals. So, for instance, if I am having a dinner party and I have like maybe 4 to 4 people, 15 people, I don't have that type of budget that money. And then again, is it sensible to then say, okay, Lucy, because you don't have that money, then why are you even having a dinner date with your friends? But like, should I be limited to the type of things I really want to do because of my budget? Whereas these are my personal friends. It's not like I'm inviting the whole country. Like if I'm inviting the whole country or I'm having something like really extremely big, I can't expect people who are not close to me like that to be paying the bill. But people who are really close to me that know my budget, know my heart towards them, I don't see why I should withhold from doing the stuff that I really like, which is to maybe go out to a restaurant and have an intimate type of setup. And I don't see even how my friends should receive it in a bad way, whereas they know my budgets or they know my pockets. Unless I explicitly explain, okay, guys, covering the meal. I just think if you really know your friend and you guys are really close like that, I really don't think it should be a big hoo-ha. Yeah, but I get both sides. Linda says, this conversation, I once posted about this on Facebook. Yay, the comments. Yeah, Linda, I know. And I feel like, Linda, this conversation can be such a sensitive one because I agree with what Uzizi Muloko was saying. For the longest time, I don't have birthday parties because of that. Because I feel like even if I wanted to do like your dinner dates type of vibes, I can't afford to pay for 15 people. I don't even know how much that's gonna cost. I can't afford that. Even if I could afford that, I would rather take that money and invest it and put it into something. So because of that, I don't want people to perceive me as Ibo girl, like then why you forcing type of things. Then I just prefer not to have a dinner date altogether. And it is quite sad because it's like Shouldn't we be able to enjoy ourselves where we are at and not wait till one day you are then able to afford to pay 15 people's meals? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Simone says everyone pays for their own meals. So I guess Simone's side, it is just like it's an unsaid rule. Everyone pays for their own meals. And yeah. Didi says it depends really, but if you are going to call people to an expensive place, really maybe pay for food and they can pay for their own drinks. I agree with that, Didi, that it depends. That's why I'm saying if a person invites me to a dinner date, I am looking at number one, to their birthday dinner dates. Number one, how close am I to you? And according to my interactions with you, how considerate are you? Because it doesn't make sense for me for a person to call out people to an expensive restaurant and you don't know people's pockets. I think it's just, I don't know. And talking about, or maybe I'll come back to this when it comes to like giftings. Let me read the comments because I once had a friend who did something like that, and I did not appreciate it, to be quite honest. Ole greeting Muhle there. Jojo says, exactly, Lungi. If I want to invite people at the restaurant, we'll do that. We'll do that, pay and give options. At times, one don't pay for drinks, but guests to cover that from their drinks. Okay, Jojo, I respect that and I hear that. Ole says, your party, your bill, mama. Ole is basically saying, but why? Why should I be taking out my money for your party? A Simone says, lol, Ole. Linda laughing at Ole there. Didi says, yes, Lungi, I support your comment. Jojo says, ha ha ha, exactly, Ole. Muhle says, true, Ole. Didi says, oh, having the meal option and capping to 3 meals. Jojo says, when you invite people, you make sure you cover soft drinks, okay? And if they drink alcohol, they will definitely bring their or pay for their drinks. So Jojo basically supporting what Lungi is saying, but you can't invite people out and bring people out of their way and you're not even willing to cover something. You must be willing to cover something and budget for it. Muhle says, and if you will expect people to pay, notify them beforehand. I think that's fair. Notify them beforehand. But guys, okay, I'll come back to what I wanted to say. A little bit of Dre says, if I invite you, I need to pay. If not, I'll cook a good meal and at home and invite you there. Fair enough, Dre. Ole says, I explicitly say I will not be buying alcohol. Yeah, I think it's very important for a person to be open. Like I said, maybe tell the people, if you are going to be paying. I think personally, as I've said, I think if I'm going to be paying or covering people's meals, I will explicitly tell you I am going to cover for your meals. And if I am not, that's why I'm saying this is such a touchy subject because it depends how close you are or how close you are with that person. For instance, if I would have to have a dinner party and I would have to invite you guys here from YouTube, my YouTube community or my YouTube fam, I would not expect any of you guys to cover a cent. Right? But with the people that are intimate with me, not intimate with me, but with my close circle friends, yeah, guys, I feel like it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And I feel like people really make it a big deal because when we're going out as friends, even if I call you out to a dinner date or I'm asking, let's go and have a coffee date. Okay, I guess with that one, if you invite me out, then for a coffee date, then I will cover the cost. But I'm just saying, guys, if as girls, when we go out, we are all expected to pay our meals, why do we make it such a big deal when it comes to the birthday girls type of thing? Like, if really that is your friend, why would you not want her to enjoy herself, even if it is the cost, even if it is at the cost of your budget? Personally, as I'm saying, me, if I'm invited to someone else's party or someone else invites me to anything, I never ever go with the mindset that the person's gonna cover the bill. I always make sure that I will have my money to make sure that I'm gonna pay my own bill, I don't have that expectation on the next person. But if I was hosting, and if I was hosting my close circle of friends, I'd expect them to at least do that. I'd at least be willing to pay for the drinks, but then again, depending on how big the group is. Linda says wenzelani ipati unganamali. Umile umbuzo. But that's why I'm saying that's the reason why I will never do a dinner type of setup at a restaurant, whereas I don't have the budget for it. Because personally, me going there, yeah, yeah. And I know how people are so icky about this, so I will just stay away from it. A little bit of Dre says exactly Muhle. Muhle says yes, Linda. Ole says Linda. A Simone says I agree, Lucy, because we're not rich people. I don't think people should assume that I'm paying for your meal. Don't come if you don't have to. I stand with you, Simone, and I guess it is just the two of us, and the rest are like, aye. I agree as well, Simone. Yeah, like you celebrating someone you love. Like I don't see why you guys like would like, be like, no, pay for everything. Yeah, but I get it. Lungi says, Linda, spot on. A Simone says, yes, Trey, I will cook and cover everything. That's why I was saying at home, it's a different thing. If I am having and hosting something at home, I'm not expecting anyone to bring a meal or anything. If I'm having something at home, I will definitely cook everything 100% and not expect anyone to bring anything. It's different for me. Ole says, if you suggest it, you pay it. But if I say friend, is your birthday, it's your birthday, let me take you out, I will pay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you, Ole. As Simone says, but going out, no, unless it's for my daughter, I pay for all the kids, the adults are on their own. I think that's fair enough, Simone. I think that's fair enough. Shantae Scott says, hey. She says, hello, actually. Hey, Shantae, how you doing? Jojo says, hey, Ole. Lungisile says, yes, Ole. Muhle says, those are the exact vibes I'm giving here. I like what Ole says. Let me offer or don't host at all if you don't have the means. Okay. Ole says, exactly, ladies. Dre says, exactly, Muhle. If I can't afford the party or get together, I shouldn't do it. The economy is bad. Not everyone can afford going out now. And that's to your point, Dre. That's how I was saying that if I am invited to those type of setups, mentally, I'm prepared to pay my own bill. But I basically decide whose party I go to. If I know you're not like for instance, there's certain friends I have that I know they will never ever put me in a position where they know very well they're gonna be taking me out to a place or spaces where they know I will not be able to afford it. So if you really are close to me like that and you invite me out to a place, I am trusting your heart towards me that you're not gonna do something that you know very well is like extreme at my expense. That's one thing I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate people like having like extreme type of concepts and they expecting to basically live their best life off of other people's budgets. That I don't appreciate. Ola says your personal friend will understand. Oh, on my friend's birthday, I will cover her bill. Yes. Yes, definitely. I too, if I am invited to a birthday girls type of setup, I am willing to pay for my own bill, and if I can, I'm willing to pay for the birthday girls meal as well. Ole says you have close 15 people, Lucy. No, I don't. But I know a lot of people that when the thing is, that's why I'm saying with me, when it comes to birthdays like are so intimate for me. I am not going to invite 15 people. If I'm being quite honest, I don't think I have more than 5 people that I am intimately close with like that, I think it's not even more than five. I am willing to pay for those five people. But the reason why I'm using 15 people, because I know, especially as South Africans, Black people, once they say birthday, they invite, because I have personally gotten invites for people's dinner birthday parties. And I know I'm not even that close with you. So people are like that. And I guess that's their own thing. There are just some people, when it's their birthday, they don't care whether you guys are that close or not. As long as we know one another and as long as you're willing to honor the invite, they will invite you. Johanna says, if it's a booking somewhere, let everyone pay for themselves, but party at home, it's all on you by all means. I agree 100%, Johanna. A Simone says, this is really interesting. Today is my sister Autumn's birthday and we're going out to lunch, loads. And I guess everyone knows, or I guess, Simone, you are prepared to pay your own meal. Muhle says, is she hosting you guys at a restaurant, Simone? Lungi says, Lord, someone, I think it's all how you do things as friends. Happy birthday to Autumn. Yes, happy birthday to Autumn. Please send our birthday wishes to her. Yeah, again, Lungi, I agree. I think it all depends on how you do things as friends. Hello, XR. I'm not so sure if I'm pronouncing your name well. Says, hey, just joined. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to like the live stream. A Simone says she invited us, Lungi, but we all paying our own meals, but I will buy her a drink or something, lol. Yep. I am with you there, Simone. Sivo, hey sir, says hello dear, hello everyone. Hey Sivo, thank you so much for being here. Linda, greetings. Sivo there. Simone says I meant Muhle, sorry babes. Rosie Y says hi Rosie, how are you doing? Lungi says tell her about this convo. Yeah, I guess it's just gonna, or maybe, but because they of one understanding, then maybe it wouldn't be awkward for Simone to tell her about this conversation. Lungi says at Shorty lol. Linda says Lungs. Siamtanda says Ewe Lucy. I'm also MIA Lucy. Been really busy with my dad's cow preparation. Okay. Yo, I just needed to pause. Cow preparation. Is he going to be selling cows or what? But I understand, Sia, but thank you so much for being here. So yeah, guys, I know this conversation, people just, Sia says, I also don't have more than 5 friends. Yeah. So yeah, I honestly feel like this conversation is such a touchy one. And I understand that like it gets people divided. And yeah, but I guess your personal people will understand whichever group you fall into, the one where you like, no, people must cover, the host must cover everyone's meals. I guess your intimate or your people will understand it. And for some of us who are of the impression that, I mean, yeah, everyone pays their own meal unless I mention it, I guess my people understand it as well. And yeah. And then another thing, you guys, when it comes to giftings, when it comes to birthday gifts, oh, Nyamkapa, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Sia, condolences to you and your fam. I was not aware of that. I am so sorry about that. And yeah, I well wishes with umsebenzi and everything that you guys are doing and busy with at the moment. So I once had this friend, you guys, we no longer friends. This friend, what she would do on her birthday, she would send out like a list of what she wants for her birthday. She would send a list of what she wants for her birthday. And I'm telling you, the stuff that would be on that list were hideous stuff. And like what would happen was that she'd put out a list of the stuff that she actually needs. And like every year when it was her birthday, we as her friends always knew that it was just like a race of checking out the list, because she'd put like 5 items or maybe like 6 or 7 items, for instance. And if you're the last one to to view the list, you'd know that you are probably paying the most priciest gifting in that list. When so this one time she what did she have on her list? She had, I want, like, she put hideous things like, I want a 24-inch weave. I want a 24-inch Brazilian weave. Hey, girl, that time, girl herself does not even own not even one weave. And she'd put like hideous things. She'd be like, I want this. And I'm just like, guys, I get it, ne? And that's why I'm saying it depends on the type of friendship you have. And your friends should know you. Guys, your friends should know you. If you know me and you know my financial status, let's just say I'm unemployed, you can't be expecting a 24-inch Brazilian weave from me who is unemployed. That time when I yourself, you can't afford it. And she'd make a big deal, you guys. If she did not get the things that were there on the list, she'd make a big deal. She'd be like, no, I want you to buy me, I want you to book me a hotel getaway for 3 days. Like the things she put on that list. And you know what's the funny thing, you guys? Like there's an unsaid rule, right? For instance, there are some friendships and there are some people, you know, that I don't mind buying you a 1.5 gift. And I am comfortable with that. I'm not. And I'm not expecting you to do the same thing for me. But I do know that the type of gift that you are going to give me on my birthday, that it's not going to be giving vibes that you're trying to save money. Ngani. So when it was her birthday, she put like 24-inch Brazilian weave, get me a Sun City getaway, like very hideous things. But when it's your birthday, you know what she do? Or let me just say what she once got me on my birthday. She was like, no, I got you a sentimental gift, friend. And the sentimental gift was a key holder. A key holder that basically she painted for herself, had my initials, her initials, giving bestie vibes. So whenever she'd buy a gift for other people, she would not be willing to spend like that. She'd not be willing to spend like that. And she'd be like, no, I'm a sentimental person. And I'm just like, no, guys, like, that's the thing. Like, some people are just, I don't know. And that's why with me, when I'm friends with someone, consideration goes a long way. Consideration goes a long. You must be considerate. Like, if you aren't considerate, I'm sorry, I cannot be your friend, because I don't like being put in awkward positions where I now have to say to you, oh, sorry, friend, nothing that you have on there. I can't afford anything that's on that list. Like, it's putting me in an awkward position. Like, what am I, you know? And then it makes me seem, for the fact that I'm saying that I can't afford anything that's on your list, then or like I'm stingy, or I don't know, but there's just, and because she was not considerate, our friendship just had to end. And then she decided to have a birthday party. I think it was a birthday. It was not, what was it? She had a birthday celebration or some sort of celebration. And we as her friends, obviously we had decided we're going to chip in and help her out. We didn't mind. But then she comes to me and she's like, Lucy, I need you to cover the cake I need you to cover the cake for that day. I can't remember, but the cake was ranging from 3K to 4K. This was about 6 years back, you guys. I need you to cover the birthday party. And it was ranging around 3 to 4K. And I'm just like, she's not even asking you if you are going to be able to afford it or anything like that. And I'm just like, I can't. That time, obviously, you guys, I was even afraid to say, but like I can't afford that amount for your cake. I was even and mind you, we as our friends had already like had like some sort of surprise, and we were gonna have a conversation with her that, listen, we as your friends, we are willing to cover A, B, and C. But before we even had that conversation with her, because what we actually wanted to do for her birthday, we were willing to actually book a hotel and have like a PJ type of vibes, like book a cameraman, get PJs, matching PJs, and we were gonna cover all of that. Before we even had a conversation with her, she was already like having separate conversations with each of us of what she wants us to cover. And I'm just like, no. No, 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 no. Let me read the comments there. Siyamthanda says 2010 guys yekani ukuza. Yes. Lungi says same Sia. Lungi says 5 friends or less. Yeah, if it's 5 friends or less, then I'm willing. But the way people, the funny thing about being in my position, you guys, I like sometimes when I even think of having such things, like sometimes it's so awkward because there's so many people who are just gonna feel left out. And I'm just like, I don't know how to work around it. But I guess when you're not that close to someone, you're not that close. But sometimes people consider you as a close friend and you don't consider them as a close friend. So it can be quite tricky, especially when you are in a situation that you are so not close, but you conversate with so many people, and so many people let you in on their personal lives, so into their personal lives. Linda says, hi, Bo. Ole says, lols. Linda says, people are brave. No, people are brave out there. Pilani says, Lucy, unfortunately, not all of us are considerate. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, for me, one of the qualities I look for in a friend, you need to be considerate. Because at this big age, there's certain things I really don't have to explain to you. Like that friend of mine, you guys, like, even if she tried to call you and you missed a phone call, she'd make it a big deal. And I'm just like, I'm not your boyfriend to start off with. So I need you to be considerate that I've got a life, I've got things to do. So if you're constantly putting me in awkward positions where I need to explain stuff to you, I'm just like, I can't. It's too much. Mutle says, was she doing the same for you guys? No. That's where the gag is. Linda laughing there, Mule laughing there, Linda laughing there. Mule says, why shame? Ole laughing. Linda says, I saw them. Ole says, sentimental on whose account? And what will you say? You just say thank you. What will you say? You can't, because even if you say hi, bo, friend, it's then gonna seem as, oh, Kante, when are you buying me these type of gifts so you can get them back? So you can't even bring that up. Lungi laughing there, Ole laughing. Mutle says, you guys have wild friends. No, we've been through it. We've been through it, Mutle. Moments with Stacy says, hey, hi Stacy, how are you doing? Lungi says, yay, Mutle laughing. Your guys. Ole says, you're Muhle, Sibo laughing there. Moments with Stacy says, greetings everyone. Dre laughing there. Dre, greetings Stacy. Lungi says, you guys, we paid for our wedding meals this one time. Okay, no, that's extreme. Wedding meals. No, that's extreme. No, that's extreme, because that's why I'm saying with an intimate type of setup, it's a different thing, because you and your friends, you'll get one another like that. It's not going to be an awkward type of situation. But a wedding, I'm sorry. $250 per person. But then, sometimes I want to sympathize with such people at the same time, you guys, because I'm just like, yes, we can say, but why did you even have the wedding at the same time? But what if the person really wanted to have a wedding, you guys? What if they really had to have they really wanted a wedding? And then, but then again, I guess there's many ways you can go around a wedding. you could, based on, because when you set up a wedding, guys, your guest depends on your budget. So why did they then invite so many people if they could not cover the meals? Because, yeah. Stacy says, how are you, Dre? I enjoyed your live stream today. Simone says, I was in the BG background. I had a call. Okay, Simone. Simone says, but Lungi, I'm going to show it to her when I see her, lol. And please give us feedback, Simone. Stacy greeting Simone there. Let's see. Didi says, Lucy, I realized when you read my comment that I logged in with a wrong user. Is it? Do you have a different or different an additional YouTube account? Because I probably didn't even know it was you. Let's see. Simone says, wait, having to pay for your wedding meals is wild. No, in our levels, Lento, there is a different level of wild. Different level of wild. Lungi says the couple said they are starting out and they wanted to invite everyone. They wanted to invite everyone. We were about 25, but we had finger foods, abelungu. Oh, I wanna feel sorry for them in a sense. Okay, I'm guessing if there was 25 of you guys, then I'm guessing that 20, were you close to any of the two, Lungi? But I am guessing if there's 25, then they really like cut down the list. But I want to sympathize with them, you guys. Like, guys, what will you? Okay, personally for me, I would rather not have a wedding. I would rather not have a wedding than put people in that type of awkward situation. But let's say, guys, you really want it, or your belief system, like what is this? Amapedi says that you must have a white wedding, and you really can't afford to pay for people, and those people are your intimate people. Are we still gonna judge the couple for making people pay for their meals? I'm curious to know, Lungi, of how close were you to that couple though? And yeah, I don't know. Because in Black families, should it be that case, your family would at least be willing to cover food? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna skip the comments where you guys are having conversations with one another. Lungi says, hey, Simone is now gonna think South African people are wild. No, I'm sure she's like, guys, you really expect that? Yeah, I'm sure she should, because guys, in this economy, okay. Didi says, yes, Lucy. Okay, thank you for that, Didi. Linda laughing at Ulungile there. Didi says, but guys, it's tough out here, hey? It really is. And that's the thing, you guys. That's why I'm saying that sometimes, let me just put it in this way. You only live once, you guys. You live once. And sometimes we don't, in as much as we plan our lives, we all don't know how much time we have on this earth, right? So let's just say you are waiting for that one big break in your life where you are going to be able to do these big things. Are you really gonna limit yourself? Like for me, that's why I was saying that I share the sentiments that Zizi shares. That I feel like I've held back from doing so many things because I'm just trying to be considerate of other people. I've held back from hosting a dinner birthday party because number one, I know so many people in my life, and I am kind of afraid that if I have a dinner party, there's some people that are just going to be like, but she didn't invite us. And I'm afraid to say, but I'm not close like that with you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So altogether, I'd rather not even have a birthday dinner party because I'm just like, if I'm going to invite the extended, because they are extended people that I know, I'm not going to be able to afford to pay their meals like that. And if I am able to afford to pay people's meals, it's max those 5 people. But I'm still afraid that there's other people that are still going to feel as if they are excluded because I'm afraid to say, like, I'm not that close to you like that. Just because you let me in into your personal life, I am not that close to you like that. But that has robbed me so much of so many things that I could have celebrated in life because of that mentality. So imagine, you guys, today I had to kick the bucket. Imagine the regrets that I am going in the grave with just because I was afraid of being perceived in a certain way. So that's why I'm saying with certain things, you guys, in as much as we want to say that, yeah, if you don't have the budget to pay for it, then why are you even doing it? Like, what if the person really like wants that for themselves and desires to have all their friends like that in a dinner type of setup? I know some people will be like, okay, just have it at home. But I'm just saying, like, we as people have so many regrets. And I'm referring to myself because of the way we are going to be perceived. We're either going to be perceived as like, why are you even doing it in the first place? Like the wedding type of thing. Like, why did you even have the wedding if you can't even pay for people's meals? And I'm just like, yeah, like it's just such it's a touchy thing. It's a touchy type of subject, as I mentioned. And so hence I'm agreeing with Didi saying, like, it's tough out there, guys. It really is. A Simone says, lol, never lungi. I'm still coming. Oh, you're still coming to South Africa regardless of. Okay, got that. Lungi says they were not poor, Lucy. Okay, so what was their issue? And you were close to both. Okay, what was their issue? They were trying to save Ngani, or what was their issue? They now have a car and 2 cars. I guess Lungi says we had soup and fingers. I guess she's saying finger foods. They are white, Lucy. Okay, I guess there's some people, guys, they are not willing to pay. They have a budget when it comes to a wedding and events, and they are not willing to exceed that. I'm sure they just like come with your own stomach. Just the way, guys, there's some funerals now where some people, not funerals, I've seen some conversations where people are like, when you come to a funeral, as Black people, we in this economy we're living in, we should stop catering for people. People must eat at their homes and just come to the funeral and come and cry with us and go back home. And I'm like, it does make sense considering the economy that we're in. But as Black people, it is just outside of our nature to do something like that. And also, as well, guys, like for me, I personally think we should stop thinking that when people come and support us at funerals that they aren't going out of their ways to come and support us. People are still supporting you. So the least you should do is at least cover the food. Maybe not for during the week. Maybe just have scones during the week, but for the main day, you guys, I really don't know why we are suddenly shifting into like this whole convo of people should eat at their homes. Because even on social media, people are joking even about the wedding that people should eat at their homes, that we shouldn't be catering for people. But I'm just like, for a public type of setup like that, nah, it's a different conversation altogether. Not conversation, but it's a different thing altogether. Muhle says, my take is if you can't afford to cater for an event, don't do it, regardless of what the event may be. That is Muhle's comment, and I bet Jojo Lungisile and other people support that. Didi says, after Ole, Lungi says, yes, Muhle, just go to Home Affairs and sign. Okay. Simone says, Muhle, I agree, that's crazy. I also agree when it comes to the wedding one, but not when it comes to the birthday type of setup. Well, I'm 50-50 when it comes to the birthday type of setup. Okay, Lungi speaking to Linda there. Didi says, true, Lungi, really. Muhle says, don't YOLO with other people's pockets, yo. Nah, guys, I don't invite me if you're gonna make me pay at your wedding. Hi, bo. For me, I also feel like don't YOLO at other people's expenses. If I was close with that person, I probably would go because I wouldn't want to like seem as if I'm being funny. I probably would go. If I had the 250, I probably would go. But if that was my friend personally, I'd advise them that no, that is not a right thing to do. Like you can't, like it's not okay to do that to people. Simone and Lungi agreeing with Umuhle there. Tumi says exactly Muhle. Stacy says you're right at Muhle. Ole says bye ladies, bye Ole. Simone says bye Ole, have a good day. Sibo says, how is it like to be a pastor's wife and not invite others from church? Doesn't it cause resentment from the member? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, that for me, it's such a tricky type of thing that anytime I think of having any type of those type of setups, it's such an awkward situation because there's members, there's not only members, there's your colleagues, there's pastors that you know, that your fellow laborers, that you guys you'll attend one another's events, they come to you guys' events, there's their wives, there's like it's such a touchy thing. And especially for members, as I'm saying, people are so open to you, they really take it personally. So it's really a tricky thing for me. Linda says bye, Charmy. People saying bye to Ole there. Lungi says 25 people will not break your budget. For a wedding, right? For a wedding. I agree, for a wedding, 25 people will not break your budget. But yeah, guys, some other people, I guess they just, I don't know. For me, that doesn't make sense. Muhle says home affairs corner for a reason. There are people who have been married but didn't have weddings because they can't afford it. Yeah. Yes, Muhle. But I guess other people are just like, Ankasike, we won't be told by you guys, we want a wedding, but you guys must pay for your own food. So as funny as abantu, and sometimes besides not ukfana as abantu, depending on the race where you're from, we do things differently. We do things differently. As blacks, it's just a normal thing that whenever we host, we cover the cost, but there's different types of tribes that really they don't subscribe to that type of thinking. Linda says, me, for example, Muslim. Muhle says, hi, Lucy, you're trying to find positive in this, and there's no positive. I'm trying to think, but you know what? I'm trying to think there's no way in a normal person's mind you're calling people out to come and invite you, to come and celebrate your wedding, and you want them to pay for your own costs. So I'm trying to think, maybe there's some type of reasoning that was going on in their mind. I'm just trying to think, but yeah, because like you're telling me between two people, like none of them said hi, like come on, like no one said nothing, both of them were like, yeah, that actually makes sense. That's why I'm like trying to think, but like, you know. Dre says, guys, this wedding thing is a huge discussion because there are some family members that feel like they have to be at the wedding, but I really want an intimate one. I wish there was voice notes for this type of conversation so that Dre could elaborate on that. Muhle says, and your marriage is just fine, Linda. Muhle, they want that, they want the event. So that's what I'm saying, as funny as abantu. Simone says, Dre, it's your day, babe. Do what makes you happy. Amen to that, Simone. Didi says, Dre, trust me, it's not easy. I was helped by, hey, guys. I was helped by Kovovo because of the number of restrictions, and most people still don't speak to us. Yeah, a wedding is a very sensitive thing, guys. That's why I'm saying in my position, if I would have to pull a stance similar to that, even if it were for my birthday party, I know that there's going to be people who are not going to speak to me because it really is personal for some people. But when it comes to a wedding, really, I don't care for that. I really don't care for that. I feel like when it comes to weddings, like, why are you taking it personal? Because in this economy, if that person would have to say pay for your own meals, it's going to be a big deal. So I would rather have my own restrictions. And if you're not invited, it's really not that deep. Other people, even if you don't attend, like already they're not talking to you. So again, it depends the type of relation you have with the person. Simone says, Didi, sorry, darling, but if people cannot understand, you know. Lungi says, Dre, but if you can't pay for them because black families are large. Yeah, black families are large. Yeah, black families, it's a different thing, yo. Because you have other people, you have your mother telling you, hey, I know who, I know. And I'm just like, I used to ask my mother, like, I don't even know that person. I've never met this person in my life. And my mother would be like, no, but they're still your relative. And I'm just like, nah, no, no, no. Lungi said, I paid and had an amazing time. You paid for what? You paid for, what are you referring to? The wedding? Are you still referring to the wedding? Or are you referring to your own wedding, Lungi? I might not get it then. Sibo says, for funerals and families that are not doing well, they end up borrowing money to prepare money for mourners. Yeah, but with funerals, guys, it should not even get to a point of borrowing money. Like when we see, like, we had a situation where uh, there were people who were having a funeral, and because we saw the situation, we really got people, like, we black people, guys, get the community together, money, like, and it really, everything worked out well. Everything worked out well. They didn't even have to get to a point of borrowing money. Stacy says, oh, I understand you, Dre. So you actually mean that for these people who insist to still be part of it, they should be responsible for their feeding and refreshments. I guess she's asking or confirming if she's getting what Dre is saying. Dre says, some people might need to be left out because you really can't please everyone. Things are expensive now. That is the sad reality, Dre. That is the sad reality. Georgia says to me, are you ready to me? Yeah, are you ready to me? Linda says, exactly, Dre. I agree. Simone says, okay, ladies, I have to start getting ready. Is there anyone going live next? Didi says, true, Dre. Simone says, I will play in the BG. Thank you, Simone. Dre says, no, Stacy, I will just try and not invite them respectfully. Respectfully, and it's not, there's some certain events, guys, I feel like you shouldn't even be taking it personally, like a wedding. It's really not about you. Lungi says to me, I'll be able to join for 30 minutes, ne? Simone says, okay, I will be in the background. Tumi says, no problem, Lungi. Tumi says, Simone says, Tumi, have to set up yet, my love, question mark. Tumi says, I am Jojo, but will go half past. Simone says, okay. Tumi says, yes, Simone, darling. Simone confirming, so 4:30. Yeah. Let me see. Stacy says, oh, that's more respectable. Yeah, so yeah, guys, in 2 minutes I'm gonna be out of here, but I know when it comes to these type of things, it's really a touchy type of subject. But I liked what Simone said. It is really your day. Do what, do what's fit for you, whether what type of setup it is. Yeah, do what works for you and do what is not going to harm your conscience. So if you feel like asking people to pay for something is going to harm your conscience, obviously, like, why would you do it? But do whatever you are comfortable with. And people who really know your heart and know you and appreciate you for you or get you, they're really not going to misunderstand you in that type of way. So whichever whichever school of thought you find yourself in or under, I guess your tribe will really get it because they really do know you. But guys, I enjoyed this convo so much. Let me just see the poll before we end it. Am I obliged to pay for everyone's meal at my birthday dinner? 43% said yes. Okay, and okay, I'm actually quite surprised at the results. And 32% said no, and 25% says it depends. I actually, based on the comments, I expected 90% to say yes and just a 10% because there was a few of us who was just like, yeah. So I guess the yes is like, yes, you must pay your muhles, your who are basically like, if you're gonna call people out, don't learn. Yeah, if you're gonna call people out, be willing to cover the cost. And then the no, me and Simone and the rest of us are basically saying that the economy is bad, you guys. Be willing. 43% is us, the South Africans. So I guess I'm not a South African. Yeah, Mutlu says 43% is us South Africans. Yeah, and then there's 32% who's basically like, if we are close like that and you know me, yeah, it's no different from a girlfriend type of setup. People should cover their meals. And then there's depends. Some people said it depends. I'm willing to cover the drinks. I'm willing to cover some portion of the bill. Okay. Linda says 28 votes, but 10 people who are engaging. And you see, other people are afraid to comment because they're gonna be viewed like me. They're gonna be viewed as I when like you wanna live on other people's budgets. To my defense, guys, I don't live on other people's budgets. I will not. I understand my friends or my friend's situation. I will not invite you and call you out to a place that I know very well. Is gonna be extreme for you guys. I've never been in that setup, and if I put myself in that type of setup, I will make sure that I cover the bill for my friends. But people who do that, I don't judge them. I don't judge people who ask me to pay the bill. I will gladly do so, and I will gladly even pay the birthday girl's meal. On top of that, buy a gift. Yeah. Stacy says, even in Nigeria, you pay for the meal of everyone you invite for anything. Yo, guys. Yeah, but you know what? You know what? You know where you will pay. If ungumuntu othanda izinto, if you like things, you will pay for everyone's bill, and that money that you supposedly say you don't have because you like things and you're inviting the whole world, pay for it, Kim. And then if you're a person like me, you are an intimate type of person and you just want your close type of friends, then I guess you won't you won't mind paying for everyone. But if you want to invite your neighbors, your what, then be willing to pay for all of these people, because you can't expect your neighbor to be considerate of you like that, whereas they might not even be intimate with you or have an intimate relationship with you like that. That's that. Okay, I've said a lot. Muhle says some vote and swipe up. Oh, is it, Muhle? Weird. Oh yeah, but when you log onto a live, it has the poll is there. So I guess that, yeah, people will vote just to see what's going on and what's been mentioned, and then they'll swipe up or pass. Muhle says yes, Stacy. Didi says Batung. Batung, Linda. Linda says yes, Muhle. Moments of Stacy says yes, Muhle, or agreeing with Muhle. And Boy Tumela says hi, Lucy. Hi, Boy Tu. We are about to leave right now, guys. Let us end this, guys. Please do send in your goodbyes. Tell me, what did you think of this conversation? I'm about to say goodbye. Thank you, Boiti, for being here, though we are leaving. I'm sure you've seen from the poll that we were speaking about a very controversial subject, and a subject that is quite a touchy one here in South Africa. So you're more than welcome to share your sentiments if you would like as we head out. Please do send in your goodbyes, you guys, and then we will end the live right here. Yo, guys, I've got this headache on this one side of my head, and I really don't know where it's coming from. Linda says, bye. When I invite you to my birthday, what one day, you're going to pay for your own meal. And you won't say, hey, what? You will pay. You will pay for your own meal there. How? I'm kidding, Linda. Boiti says, bye, princess. I am late. Sorry. It's okay, Boiti. Thank you so much for being here, though. Muhle saying, bye, ladies. Dumi says, bye, darling. Bye, you guys. Boiti asking a question there. Linda says it's that head cause the headache. I think so, ne? Because before I came onto the live, I didn't have one. I was not wearing this and I didn't have a headache. So I think it might be that. Linda laughing there. Didi says, enjoy this chat, but very controversial indeed. Goodbye, everyone. Linda says, for you, I will pay. Mwah, you see your tribe. You see your tribe. You see your tribe will pay for you. I'm joking, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye for now. Let me go and maybe prepare. I think also I haven't not eaten for the day. That might also be the headache. But anyway, let me stop. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope that you liked this live stream. If you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye for now.